Have a few minutes? You won't believe what you can do with it. Open a Regions checking account online in as little as 5 minutes. Then enjoy award-winning service and banking tools and tech that help you live in the moment. Learn more at regions.com/live in the moment. Regions Bank, member FDIC.
Broadcasting live from the Subaru of Gwinnett studio inside the Sonesta Gwinnett Place Atlanta Hotel. It's time for Gwinnett Business Radio. Gwinnett Business Radio is presented by Regions Bank. Brave the beginning. Member FDIC.
Hello again, everybody. Mike Salmon with you, Gwinnett Business Radio, alongside Stephen Julian. Hello, Stephen.
Hey, Mike. How are you?
I'm good. Full of energy this morning, aren't we?
Well, it's been a minute. I've been spotty in my attendance, and I've enjoyed.
Welcome back.
And I've enjoyed hosting with Harper, and now the old band is back together.
It is, and we have some groupies with us today.
Apparently so.
Yes, they're over there like giggling.
Yeah,
Sheila.
I think it has absolutely nothing to do with you and I.
No, it's going to be a fun show today.
It's going to be a great show. Before we get to that, let's start off in a fun way. Let's remind everybody that Gwinnett Business Radio does come to you because of Regions Bank. Regions Bank is here to help. Man, I really just butchered this.
See what happens when you're gone for a while?
You see what happens when I host instead of co-host? Man, all right, hold on. Regions Bank is here to help your business's financial future stay on track. Regions Commercial Banking has a team of experienced bankers in Gwinnett who can guide you in all areas of growth. Get the resources you need so every step can move you closer to your business goals. To learn more, visit regions.com/commercial-banking. Regions Bank.
Member FDIC. Our guest today, we're excited to talk with them from a company called Heartland. Sheila Wyatt is the territory manager, and Carla Cooper is the relationship manager. Sheila and Carla and Sheila, welcome to the program.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good morning.
As we tell some of our guests, you have no idea what you got yourselves into. We've locked the doors. You're not going anywhere. Sheila, you're the territory manager. So I guess, are you Carla's boss?
I am.
Okay. So
and longtime friend on top of
yes.
that.
Oh,
so,
wow.
Nice.
Yeah, our sons played football together at Parkview High School. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, very nice. Well, Heartland, or some people have called it Heartland Payment Systems.
That's correct.
What is Heartland? What do you all do?
Yeah, we are a payment processor, if you will, merchant services. We help small to medium-sized businesses with their financial solutions, anywhere from credit card processing to payroll to even lending. So we have several solutions for a business, which can be really a one-stop shop.
And when you say business, are we talking small little mom and pops? Are we talking major businesses?
We're talking anybody that has a website, a boutique, from a restaurant to a business-to-business customer that might be a manufacturer. So we pretty much anyone that takes everything but cash, we can do it.
Would it be fair to say that a lot of the business owners who are listening to this interview, when they heard you guys say payment processing, there might have been a groan, there might have been oh man, that sector has had some history. That sector has had some issues, I guess would be the way to say it. So let me ask you guys, what is kind of the current state of the industry, and what do you guys do different from so much of your competition?
Yeah, so, most businesses do business with people they know, like, and trust. So we're not one of these that come in off the street and go from door to door. We network a lot. We work with a lot of partners that send referrals our way, and then when we do a good job, then we get referrals based on that as well. So we kind of flip the script. I've been doing this 13 years, and so it's kind of changed a little bit in how we do business with businesses.
I think one of the things I said in the question that I stated was that I think payment processing became so commoditized that you had people going door to door, just anything for a penny.
That's right.
And to flip the script to go, no, let's get back to relationships. Let's get back to kind of networking and finding. So let's now dig into that question. So if it's kind of flipping the script and trying to be about relationships, trying to be about networking, I would assume the most important thing to you guys, which is not very important to some of your competitors, is kind of how you first engage with the business. So where does it start? Because I'm sure it's not going to start with you walking in and going, we can save you a penny on every transaction. So how does it start?
Well, and that's a great question. And I come from a customer service background. So it's one of the things that drew me to Heartland is the great customer service that they offer. So we like to first walk in and meet our merchants and just ask some questions. You know, how are you doing? How are you feeling about your business? What are some things that you're looking to improve in your business? What's a pain point? How can we help? Sometimes I walk into a door. There's not even a name of the business on the window or anywhere. I just walk in and say, "Hey, what are you doing here? I want to learn what you do." And in the course of that conversation, hopefully, I can learn where we can help them.
To be transparent, Business RadioX, at least the Gwinnett studio, we recently became a client of Heartland. And it really started that way, Carla, where just you got to know somebody and there was no salesy type push or anything like that. It's just let's talk and let's see if we can help you. And it was a very non-painful process, at least for a new client.
And as a business owner, you like non-painful? Is that what you're acknowledging to the world today?
Prefer no pain, yes.
Well, that's what we specialize in. We specialize in removing some of that pain for the owner and manager, giving you back time, and which also helps to cut costs. And we are a 24/7, 365 customer service. So somebody's always going to pick up the phone. Our customer service is here in the U.S. And you can always call me too. That's a bonus. You can call me anytime as well.
So, what are some of the pain points? I mean, what are some of the pain points that a business owner, when that business owner at the first of the interview might have groaned? Again, my words, not yours. Mm-hmm. What are they groaning about? What has been some of the frustration in the industry that, again, you guys are trying to flip the script on?
A couple of basic things, if you will, is everybody thinks American Express rates are higher than the rest of the card brands, and they're not. That's a misnomer that has gone on for years, in that you can charge more for American Express. Another thing is getting your funding the next day. We allow next day funding, and we even, for a fee, we even do next hour funding. And some people don't get their funds for 2 or 3 days. I've heard of weeks, and so that doesn't work because a business owner has to pay their employees. So there's so many different pain points that we try to just drill down instead of just trying to sell you and walk away. We drill down on all those pain points.
And one of the other things I wanted to point out is if you guys are again using the flip the script comment and really trying to be about relationships and really trying to be about service over sales or lead with service, that doesn't necessarily mean that you're just some mom and pop and you got old machines. I mean, you guys are kind of cutting edge. So talk about some of the developments lately of what you can offer business owners in terms of payment processing or in terms of payroll that and the lending side of things that maybe you're kind of much better than some of the other competition that's out there.
Yeah, so a lot of times now you'll hear the term SaaS model, which is software as a service, and actually that is where Heartland is headed. So if you have QuickBooks and you need an integration, we can do that. It's kind of flipped from just having a physical terminal in your location to, well, I want to integrate with a certain software. And so I'll give a prime example for restaurants during COVID. We shut down, right? So we can't use that physical terminal or that point of sale. So we had to pivot and get the online ordering up to par to where it was perfection so that they can, make their business in the online ordering and you go pick up your food. So we do a great job of pivoting with solutions that are now, in the now.
We're talking with Sheila Wyatt and Carla Cooper with Heartland Payment Systems. And Sheila, you're the territory manager, as we said when we opened the show. Carla is the relationship manager. What is your role exactly as a territory manager? And Carla, talk more about what you do as well each day.
So that's one thing I love about Heartland. I've been in sales for over 25 years. So I'm
so sorry.
I know, right? Why do I keep doing this? But anyway, with Heartland, we just, as a territory manager, I train and raise up relationship managers so that they can sell, they can make a good income, and then possibly potentially be a territory manager. So we all start with, if you will, carrying a bag, selling from the ground up. Our CEO started right where I started, and he's now the CEO of Global U.S. and Heartland U.S. Payments. So I love that we are entrepreneurs that serve and respect and train other entrepreneurs.
And Carla, as you said earlier, you're knocking on doors. You're there as the face of the company.
Yes, quite literally knocking on doors and reaching out to folks and really networking a lot. That is new to me. I've always been in a back office type of role. So, and this is the first 100% sales job I've ever had. So since January, it's been quite an evolution of learning about this wonderful networking opportunity in so many different ways. And there are so many folks out there, small business owners, that are incredibly just great at what they do, and they're resourceful, and they just need a helping hand. Some of them are very small, just starting out, so we have options where they don't have to have a full-on POS system, but they can have just maybe something that operates directly from their phone, a mobile pay, and then as they work their way up, we grow with them and help them grow and become more efficient owners.
One of the things I've really enjoyed is that the old people that we were using, I can't even say people, I never really had met anybody with the company. It was impersonal. But here, it's much more personal because I have a Carla that I can talk to if I have any questions. And the support that I've had so far in the last couple of weeks as we've gotten ramped up has been amazing. It looks like you have support from the top on down.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Lots of training as well. And you mentioned the software, and so it integrates with your QuickBooks and everything. Plus, you can do invoicing, which I like.
Of course, yes. All 200 clients that I have my phone number, which is scary and great at the same time. But we are a face, and a lot of times you will call a customer service number, and you may get somebody in Utah or Colorado or who knows where. So I love our solutions. I love that we are entrepreneur centric, and we mean what we say, and we say what we mean.
Talk a little bit about the word entrepreneur-centric, because, one of the standard questions is kind of what type of businesses do you work with? And it sounds like you can work with any size because Heartland can handle the small to the large. But entrepreneur-centric, that's kind of some of the smaller, and sometimes that just starting out or kind of smaller business kind of gets overlooked at times, especially in terms of payment processing or lending and payroll. So talk about the focus on entrepreneurs and their businesses.
Yeah, even on the payroll side, a lot of your big payroll companies, providers don't even look at the one employee to 50. They're so concerned about 50 employees and up. And so we love the one employee companies because we know that we're going to have a part in helping them grow, and that's what we thrive on. Actually, Carla and I are commission only, and so what that means is if you're not happy, we're not happy, because we're not going to sell you a product and run away. We are with our clients as much as we possibly can, and that's why I have 200 clients that have my cell number. So we are all for the entrepreneur. Love, that's just kind of like a gift, I think, in that we love to see small businesses grow. My parents owned small businesses my whole life, and so it's just kind of inbred in me to help that entrepreneur be successful no matter where they are and how they start.
You say you've been in the business 13 years, and I guess with Heartland?
I started with the former company,
okay.
and then the grass became greener on the other side, so I came to Heartland.
So like many other industries, you've seen it evolve over the years, and it's now at the point where I always wondered for years when I was at a restaurant why they would take your credit card and walk away and go around a corner, and you don't see your card for a while. And now more and more restaurants are getting to the fact where they can swipe it right there at your table. If you could look into a crystal ball, because it's evolved so much just in the time that you've been involved. What do you see in the future? Anything that might surprise us? Because I think it's cool. Like
she's trying to decide between crypto.
Yeah, exactly. Bitcoin.
Yeah.
One of the things that we've seen was the phones. Now that you put the little thing, you connect it to your phone, and you swipe. Is that competition for you, or do you work with that?
As Carla stated, we have mobile pay.
Okay.
I can see watches coming next. You can actually pay with your watch, your Apple Watch, Android. I do see our CEO of Global Payments, who is our parent company, talk about crypto. So that is coming. Mm-hmm. That is coming, and we have to be ahead of the curve on going in that direction.
So we're not going back to bartering where I bring a chicken so that I can get a burger and a steak.
Not yet.
Yeah, too bad. All right. Carla, let me ask you a question. As a relationship manager, it's not just about the relationship with new potential clients. You guys also, as you're networking, you guys like to partner with other companies. Talk a little bit about some of the partnerships that you're always looking to make that help your business and help the partners as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Some of the partnerships that we like to grow are with our banking partners, with our
Regions Bank.
Member FDIC. Oh, man. See? Oh, go ahead.
Anytime we talk about a bank, we have to mention Regions Bank. It's in our contract.
No, we don't have to. We get to.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Right, absolutely.
We're both talking over Carla. Now stop. All right, go ahead.
That's okay.
Carla.
Yeah, so banking partners and commercial insurance providers, and really, what we do is we partner with them to offer. Where they can go to their clients with a full offering. So say the commercial insurance provider, he's running into small businesses where either they're starting up or they're expanding and they need a merchant services person. They're providing the benefits and now they need a payroll person because the owner is getting, overwhelmed with the payroll side and they now have more employees. So we work with those partners and then with banks also where we are their, preferred merchant services provider. So when somebody walks in and needs a small business loan, then they offer our services and refer them to us. And we do the same back to those partners.
Let me drill down a little bit. The payment processing, we've kind of focused on that, but let's talk a little more about the payroll and the lending. When it comes to the payroll, it is fully it is kind of everything as long as you've got access to their QuickBooks or whatever software they're using. You guys are the payroll provider, finishing the reports, doing all that to help the business owner, correct?
We are, and accountants are a great referral partner as well. We don't replace anyone. Sometimes that's a misnomer. Mm-hmm. We don't take someone's job away from them. We just make it easier for them to be able to run that payroll. So it's everywhere from your weekly, bi-weekly, monthly payroll to quarterly taxes. We file all of that for them. We're truly the payroll provider for them.
And when it comes to the lending, is the lending simply lending against the payments that they've been collecting, or are we talking multiple lanes of lending that you guys can access?
Yes, it is against the payments. Okay. And our partner's Lendio in that, and so we basically just refer that on to them, and that's their wheelhouse.
It's a natural. It's clearly a natural with payment processing. Yeah. But I just wanted to clarify that in case somebody goes, hey, can you help me with a small business SBA loan? We
did do a lot of the PPP referrals.
Sure.
That was a crazy time.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Once in a lifetime, right? And you hope never again, right?
Please no.
And Carla, you had mentioned you were working in the corporate world. You've now with Heartland for a short amount of time. What has surprised you the most since joining the company? You obviously had some ideas of what to expect, but what has surprised you and pleased you, maybe something you weren't expecting now that you've been working with the company?
Wow. So many things. I think coming in really green as a salesperson, almost everything was surprising because you have a certain view of what sales is, and it in Heartland really right off the bat is not what you expect. My view of sales was like, oh no, here they come. Right. And Heartland does not teach that. They don't promote it. They don't push it. They push relationships and they push getting to know folks and knowing that sometimes it just takes time. And don't give up on those businesses that are just starting out and they're not ready now, but that doesn't mean they might not be ready in the future. So keep checking in with them because sometimes when they say no, and even if it's really a firm, solid no, chances are in a few months they're thinking, who was that person who came in? I really could use them right now. So we try to go back and just really be human to human, that we're here to help. That's all.
Human to human.
Yeah.
Actual personal skills and actually talking to people.
That's right.
We need to make that a hashtag. Yeah. Oh, sorry. I just ruined the moment.
As we wrap things up, obviously, anyone listening to Business Radio X is probably a business person, an entrepreneur, a manager. Probably not your 12-year-old sports fan is not listening to Business Radio X right now.
Probably not.
So right now you've got a voice for those business people out there that are not customers of Heartland. What would you like to say to them? I'll let you each have one chance to say something before we go here. But what do you want to tell that business leader out there that's maybe considering changing their payment processing or their payroll company?
Yeah, one thing we don't do is force ourselves on anyone. So if there's a business out there that just wants to look at their solutions, see if they're getting everything that they need to be getting, we will look at statements. We will analyze. If we can't help you, we tell you. That's one thing that we're very honest and transparent in our pricing and what we can and cannot do, what our wheelhouse is and what it might not be. So there's no charge to give us a chance to look at what we provide and can do for the entrepreneur.
Yep, absolutely. And along that vein, I would say, I tell a lot of the merchants that I speak to that, if you're happy where you are and you feel like you're getting a great rate and you have a relationship with that person, that's wonderful. We want you to be happy. But what we like to suggest is just like, car insurance. Every few years or really more like every few months with merchant services, just reach out there, give us a call and just kind of compare what's going on with your current provider and what we might be able to offer. It's free, like Sheila said. And that way you're staying abreast of what's best for your company. All
right. You said give them a call. So you want to give out any contact information?
Sure. Best way to reach me is by email, and that is Carla, CARLA.Cooper @e-hps.com. And my phone number is 404-210-6022, and I would love to hear from you.
And my information is Sheila.Wyatt, that's SHEILA.WYATT, like Wyatt Earp, @e-hps.com. And my phone number is 404-273-6642.
Well, giddy up. All right. Great job there. Sheila Wyatt Carla Cooper with Heartland, thank you so much for joining us. This was painless, right?
Yeah, it was our pleasure.
It was great.
Okay.
Thank you.
Instant feedback. Always like instant feedback. Mike, before we close the show, I do want to remind everybody that Gwinnett Business Radio does come to you live every Thursday from the Subaru of Gwinnett studios. Love is what makes a Subaru a Subaru. Our listeners can enjoy big savings and a hassle-free experience at Subaru of Gwinnett, where real people sell cars, human to human. Visit SubaruofGwinnett.com and join their family today, or come in and see the difference. If you're already a Subaruist, then check out their Facebook page and other social media pages for the latest news, offers, and community events.
That was well done. You want to try doing the Regions one again now?
Yeah, let's do the Regions one again.
It's okay.
We all know that keeping your company's seat, keeping your company's financial
you're really
future,
going to read
Regions Bank. Member FDIC.
There you go.
The look of terror in your eyes as I started to read that again was just classic.
Want to thank all our listeners, of course. A reminder, you can listen to the show anytime you want. iTunes, iHeartRadio, Spotify. You can't get away from it. It's all over the place. It's kind of like the plague.
We are everywhere.
Yeah, we're like COVID. We're all over the place.
No. We're nothing like COVID. We're healthy.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, see? We got the guests
She agreed
with us. Yeah.
So I want to thank you, Jacob, for producing. Harper, thank you for coming in, taking photos, and just staring at us the whole time.
Wasn't creepy at all.
Harper LaBelle misses you, by the way. He wants you to know
did.
that.
He told me that when he came in, and I miss hosting with Harper.
Okay, well, we can make that a permanent thing.
Well, I like both of you. Don't make me choose between the two of you.
All right. Thanks again, everybody. For Stephen, I'm Mike, and we'll see you next time here on Gwinnett Business Radio.